Hello, and welcome to my super geeky house tour, virtual house tour in the game House Flipper. I've built myself a series of fantasy houses over the time that I've had this game, and I like this one the most because it's an LGBTQ transitional house, because I'm a nerd. So welcome to the S.T.A.R house. It's named after the street transvestite action revolutionaries of New York. I wanted something that wasn't super interesting from the outside, but that was easy to give directions to, so people could just be like, oh, it's the house on whatever street with the 3 stars on it. Easy enough to identify. Welcoming coat racks. And then right off the bat, once you're inside, you kind of get the gist of what we're about. So this is my sort of admitting office down here. You can tell it's mine because it's got a spooky haunted house lamp in it. This is literally the in-game work computer, so it kind of determines where my office is. It's got a little note to make tea or coffee. And I didn't really notice until I was done in here, but this room is kind of designed off of my mom. Her name is Blue, and her favorite flower was sunflowers. So accidentally made a little tribute to her. Oopsie daisies. And then next up is a surgery recovery suite. So this could be either for like regular folks in the building, or if people just need a safe place to recover. I know it's kind of like a kid's room, but I want it to like feel really like safe and calming in here. I'll turn the TV off. So really low bed, easy to step into. The bedside table is on wheels, so it can be easily moved, because I've noticed that for all of my surgery recoveries, reaching like behind myself to grab like a light switch or water or whatever, that movement is really hard to do. So I wanted something that was easily movable. There's seating for folks who want to come and hang out. This is also additional seating that can be moved around. There's an emergency little doorbell for like if the person needs urgent help. There's one in the bathroom as well. They don't have grab bars in House Flipper at this point, so I'm just using a towel rack. There's bedside, or like toilet side table for catheters, bandages, what have you. And then just to make things easy to navigate at night, there's some glow-in-the-dark stars. You can't really tell they're glow-in-the-dark, but one above the bathroom, one above the exit. For easy navigation at night. And then the reason the store is see-through is because there's a whiteboard there, so if somebody needs something that's not super urgent, like more snacks or whatever, they can just write it there, and it's super visible by anyone who's like coming and going up the stairs. I kind of figure that like part of the exchange of living here is that you're helping to look after whoever is in active recovery, as sort of a group effort. I want people to learn how to be like good at caring for other people while they stay here. And this is where the bedrooms are. As you can tell, it is themed after, each room is themed after a different color of the rainbow flag. Again, nerdy gay. This is sort of a collective breakfast nook area. There's an extra computer over here, microwave for easy middle of the night cooking, little mini fridge, hot plate, coffee. Just a cute little gathering spot. And then all the bedrooms are pretty much the same. They all have the same assets in them, but are modeled off of different colors. So each person has a wardrobe, there's sort of a dressing table, a desk with headphones, because courtesy, and a bookshelf. These are my little, like, welcoming packs. I don't really know what's in them, because it's just, like, the asset is just, like, gift bag and gift box. But I thought that would be cute, and then like everyone who gets welcomed in gets a little plant to look after. So you know, it's like an addictions recovery strategy to like to build up people's confidence and their ability to take on new challenges. They have to like have little challenges that they can accomplish along the way. So I figure it's sort of a tool to help build people's self-confidence. They get like a little herb to look after that we can cook with. And this is a bathroom. Everyone can do laundry. I don't know what it is about these laundry machines. When they install, they do press against the wall, but then if I leave and come back, they're out from the wall. I don't know why. Some little bathroom stalls. And then shower stalls. This was the best way I could do this because you can't install a shower without like the shower glass. So I put up these kind of clumsy dividers so that like people aren't just like naked and out on display. So yeah, shared bathrooms. I couldn't really fit as many rooms in unless I did that. Here's the yellow room. So again, all the same sort of pieces. And an orange room. I put the whiteboard outside each room so people can kind of decorate it and make it their own. And this is my room. And then because it's my house, I get a fancy separate bathroom, separate laundry room, all the different towels, and all my like witchy gothy furniture. My own private little video game area. But the room itself isn't that much bigger. It's just a pretty clock I found. Fish tank at the bottom of the stairs. And then this is a cute little like reading nook area, but it also goes downstairs to, these are sort of the working spaces. So this is assuming that I now do house flipping for a living, because that's the built-in in-game lore. So this is my little big bros space. So I could still do haircuts for like the folks in the house or some friends. I have the freedom to do that. And then this is shared laundry with the date suite. Because, you know, sometimes you gotta invite a stranger over, and the bunk beds don't really facilitate a lot of intimacy. And you know what? Queer people gotta invite some romantic strangers over for a variety of reasons. So this is a nice, safe, sort of separate space in the house where folks can do whatever it is they need to do. This little cabinet with the computer on it is on wheels, so if any cam models need to work here, they can move this around as they see fit. Separate bathroom, of course, and a little hamper so that it's easy to share that laundry space. Giant closet for costumes, I don't know, whatever. And this was designed as a little like foyer space that gentlemen callers could hang out in if whoever they're here to see wasn't quite ready yet, but we didn't want like strange men loitering around outside, men or otherwise. But I love that House Flipper labels this as a psychomantium, which is apparently like a room designed to summon ghosts. So I'm keeping it this way because I don't want to risk changing that. I think that's so funny. So that was a separate entrance to the back. I got bikes for everybody because gay. This is a little garage space, like gardening tools, a safe for everyone in case they want to lock up some private belongings that they don't want to keep in a shared space. Uh-oh, how do I close it now? There we go. A little workshop with tools. Again, I want to kind of like facilitate whatever people are interested in. I want to help them have a space to kind of explore whatever their skill set is. This is the kitchen, so we can have little like group dinners. It's the downstairs bathroom. Nothing too fancy, but there is like a full-length mirror back here. And then like a family space, so room to play video games, hang out, watch movies. It's a little like separate reading corner. You can't really tell, but a lot of the books are actually themed. Like there's some like gardening books, some books on like success methods. I think this bookshelf has like, yeah, this is a stack of cooking books. And a little music section, so folks can practice the instruments they know, pick up something new, whatever appeals to people. I wanted this to be a really cool little home space for people to really develop into whatever kind of people they want to be in a safe environment, and then like in theory they can kind of go off and become their own fancy queer mentors and make their own houses in this alternate universe where like money is not really a thing that you have to worry about. Okay, thanks for joining me and letting me show off this house. My game is really glitchy, so I'm worried I'm gonna lose all of the progress I've made on this house and have to like reinstall it. So I just wanted to save it and show how nerdy I am. Bye!